Hello everybody, and welcome to some Black Ops 2 Origins. It has been a while since I've gotten to make a video on this game, but man, does it feel good to be back. Does it feel good to be making a video on this game. So I'm a little out of my element right now. I haven't gotten to make a gaming video in a couple days, and I haven't gotten to really talk much in a couple of days because, as you can probably still tell in this video, my voice is still kind of slowly recovering, so I won't be able to go too crazy, you know, being too loud and expressive in this video, but I'll do my best. Anyway, with Black Ops 7 right around the corner, I wanted to go back and make some Black Ops 2 content, because not only is Black Ops 2 my favorite Call of Duty of all time, but, you know, obviously Black Ops 7 is a sequel to this game and whatnot, and yeah, so I've just had the itch to come back to this game. Plus, like I said, since it's my favorite COD of all time, I just get that urge to come back and revisit it quite often. I will say, we're not going to be doing anything too crazy in this video. I'm not, like, really planning to do any Easter eggs or anything, you know. We're just going to kind of be playing, having a good time. I don't even know what staff I want yet, necessarily. Alright, the box said Gen 2. Well, that depth of field is crazy on here. Usually, I play this game on, like, Xbox 360 or PS3, so I'm not used to, like, all those crazy effects. Yeah, anyways, I hope everybody is doing well. We're just going to be keeping this video real chill. You know, I know a lot of my COD content is usually, like, hyper-edited and hyper or whatever, but just for all intents and purposes, with me still recovering and not really being able to bring that kind of energy, I figure we just gotta keep this video chill, laid back, and just really take it back to the good old days. Because, man, I will say, even though in the grand scheme of things, I feel like really anybody, no matter how old you are, we're all young in the grand scheme of things. Life is really short, but especially for me, somebody that's only in their 20s, despite still being young in the grand scheme of things, I just feel like time is just going so fast, you know? I feel like a lot of stuff has happened. I feel like a lot of time has passed since even Black Ops 2 released, and I just miss it. I know it was only like 13 years ago, which again, doesn't seem that long ago, but especially in the modern landscape, it's like a lifetime. So, I just really miss how things were. And, you know, I'm not one of those pessimistic people where I'm like, oh man, life is so crappy now, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people who are like, oh, the world will never be the same, the world's... Oh, what's that saying? It's like going to hell in a handbag or something like that. Like, you know, I don't think it's necessarily quite like that. I mean, it kind of is like that. Like, if we're being honest, it kind of is like that. But I don't know. I feel like it's not all doom and gloom. Like, there's still a lot of good to life, right? Like, life is still beautiful. Still go outside. The sky's still blue. Still nice clouds outside. Sure, politics suck. Sure, corporations are getting greedier and greedier. Sure, inflation sucks. But in the grand scheme of things, we're alive. We're breathing. We're here. We're kicking it. We're playing some video games. Taking it back to 2013. 2012/2013. Let's see now. There's still always stuff to appreciate. You know, I've been having a lot of fun on the channel lately, just doing random stuff. Well, I haven't been having fun lately because I haven't been able to really make the content I want to make because my voice gave out. I had to just make like filler videos for like 5 days in a row, which was like not cool, not what I wanted to do. Because I'm still in the middle of the Saints Row series, still in the middle of the Donkey Kong series, and yeah, originally today was going to be another episode in the Donkey Kong series, but I was like, you know what, I just need one more day to just relax. I just need one more day for my voice to fully come back. Alright, so we did not get the one ice stat piece yet, so we're gonna come on here and try to grab that. Give me something good. I mean, double points is good, I'll take that, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm very excited for Black Ops 7. The game looks absolutely fantastic from the short teasers we've seen so far, and, ooh, there we go, ice stat piece. Let's see, is this the... No, this is not the foot that we need. Alright, oh wait, we already got the shield piece for this part of the map, so we don't need that yet. Or we don't need that, period. What was I gonna say? Yeah, even though we've only seen like a short teaser so far, I'm really excited. It seemed like they were teasing a Transit remake maybe of some kind, or a Transit reimagining at the end of that teaser, which is pretty cool. If you know me, you already know Transit is genuinely one of my favorite zombies maps. I know some people try to say that I'm trolling when I say that, but I genuinely enjoy the map, like at least from a concept perspective. I just always thought that map was really cool, you know, riding around with your friends on this train. I keep trying to sprint backwards. You probably hear me like clicking the stick when I try to walk backwards because I'm thinking I've been playing so much Black Ops 6 and the Omni movement and whatnot. Sorry, I'm stuttering all over myself today. Like I said, it's been a few days since I've really gotten to talk, so please just bear with me. I'm usually much more fluent with my speech, but when you don't talk for about 5 days and then start talking all of a sudden, it's a bit of a switch up. But yeah, you know, if they actually do end up doing a reimagining or remake or just like a straight up, you know, one-to-one of Transit, whatever it is, seeing it come back but in like the new generation of consoles, I think that'd be pretty cool to see. Because now that obviously the consoles are powerful enough to really make Transit what it was meant to be on the original consoles. Because for those that don't know, Transit was very held back by the Xbox 360 and the PS3's hardware at the time, because obviously it wasn't, you know, they were decent consoles, like, in terms of power, but, you know, even some of the games that were developed for the consoles were struggling, right? Like, you play a lot of games from that generation, and the frame rates are tanking a lot. You know, sometimes dynamic res has to come in, just keep the game from freezing up. You know what I mean? I mean, that was part of this generation's charm, though. Games that were pushing graphics that the system probably couldn't technically handle, and then getting like the choppy frame rates. I actually enjoy that. Some people might feel some sort of way about that. I enjoy that. I don't know, I'm just one of those weirdos where it's like, hey, if the frame rate's tanking, that means cool shit's happening. You blow up cars in GTA, the fact that the frame rate just dropped to 5 means that something cool just happened. So I fucking love it. Excuse my language, but I fucking love it.
The robot's coming this way.
Anyway, I don't even know what I was saying. Oh, yeah, that's what I was saying. So, yeah, you know, it'd be cool to see what, like, Transit was originally meant to be. And I know we really... It's not like we could get the original vision for Transit, right? Because obviously Jimmy Zielinski isn't still there. It's like a completely different Treyarch compared to how it used to be. Like Treyarch now versus Treyarch in 2013, 2015, like basically anything before from Black Ops 3 and backwards. It's just, you know, it's completely different. No more David Vonderhaar, Jason Blundell gone, Jimmy Zielinski gone. I mean, the new guys are great, right? Like Zombies, they're doing a fantastic job with Zombies in Black Ops 6, and I thought Cold War Zombies was, you know, really good too. Black Ops 7, we don't know a whole lot about, but, you know, I'm really happy with how they handled Cold War, and especially Black Ops 6 so far, so I'm excited to see what Black Ops 7 has in store. Let's grab that max ammo. Get some extra stabbies in. There we go. Alright, so we got Gen 1, 2, and 4, so I guess we should go get Gen 5, maybe? Like I said, I don't even know what staff I want. Fire staff's usually my favorite, and I feel like most people go Ice, so I think we'll go Fire. Fire has always been my favorite, always been like my lucky staff. I can't really do it off the top of my head though, like the upgrade part. I just thought about that. Dang it. I always have to, because I have a folder on my phone, it has like all of the codes saved. So I always end up having to like go to that photo album, look for the very specific code for whatever staff I'm doing, and then, you know, use that to upgrade the staff, so. Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably have to do like a quick Google search or something, which would kind of be a pain, so. Figure something out. I'm pretty sure all of the staffs need some kind of code, right? Like, yeah, lightning staff. Lightning staffs I remember, though, I think. I think it's like 246, 357, something like that, like in the order of the panels that you need to hit. I think the wind staff, yeah, the wind staff even has a code of its own, but you can kind of trial and error that one. I just need to learn these things. I need to learn what all these codes mean. I'm sure there's some easy explanation that I just overlooked or something. Probably. There we go, we got the fire disc. Beautiful. We'll at least build the base staff. Like I said, we're not here to go for round 100. We're just here to have a good time, chill, and play some Origins like it's 2013 again, you know? I saw a video earlier that really took me back. It was a video from like 2009 or so. And hold up. Had a lot of zombies coming in. But it was at this baseball stadium, and, you know, it was just one of those things. They did, like, the baseball cam, and some guy, like, the cameraman ended up keeping it on this guy that was, like, dancing up and down the railing. And it was just one of those videos that restored my faith in humanity for a slight second, you know what I mean? I just miss how things were back then, you know? I just feel like life has changed a lot in the last 5 years. Like, not just life for me, but just life in, like, the world in general, you know? I feel like a lot of people can agree with that sentiment. I found myself going back to comfort games and comfort things a lot more frequently lately, such as Black Ops 2 or like Super Mario World or Donkey Kong Country or Resident Evil 4 or Gears of War, Halo Combat Evolved, all that good stuff. Hold up. There we go. Shot down the plane. Another zombie blood. We've got a lot of zombie bloods. I kind of want to grab the STG. That's one of my favorite weapons. Gonna wait a minute though. Where? Oh, we gotta go to Gen 3 for that last shield piece. Stabby! So we already have 2 of the staff pieces. Oh, okay, so we can build a fire staff next round then. Let's go ahead and grab some more MP40 ammo. We'll need that. There we go. Blood money. Yes, yes, yes. I'm so excited for the final map in Black Ops 6 as well. I'm excited to see how they wrap up the story in this game. And I'm excited to see if it'll carry on to Black Ops 7. I'm assuming it will, but we'll see. Also, I hope this song isn't copyrighted. If it is, then I'll have to file a dispute. But Easter egg song. This song is so good. Archangel. So we're just gonna chill until next round. Oh, daddy. I love the rapid aiming in this game. You can like, especially when you get like Deadshot. It's kind of trippy doing it on PC though. On console, it's a bit better because it's like the FOV is closer. But on PC, the FOV switches up so much when you zoom in. It's like, it's like, okay.
Let's make these bullets count.
There we go. Usually I don't really give a shit about FOV, but I only turn it up when I play on PC because my face is so much closer to the monitor. I just feel like I'd get motion sick if I had it any lower. Because my desk is so small, I'm like, my face is literally against the monitor. I want to get a bigger desk at some point. There's a lot of things I want to get at some point. I feel like that's a sentiment a lot of people can share.
Who's dropping bombs?
Or can empathize with. I'm not very materialistic, but there is just general things that could improve my setup and my overall well-being, I feel like. And again, I feel like that's just something a lot of people can relate to. Alright, so let's go ahead and put the gramophone on the thingy.
Seems a little out of place in a war zone.
There we go. Oh man, there comes the Panzer. You always know the Panzer's coming in when you hear that damn alarm or whatever. Come on, buddy, let's get this over with. I will say, the Panzer is like the most menacing COD Zombies boss in my opinion. Like, ah, shit. Ah, shit. Just give me a sec. Ah, you son of a bitch. Alright, you know what? We're gonna cheese him. Where is he? Is he dead? He's right there. Now he's dead. Dumb bitch.
Nice to know you got my back.
Alright, now here.
Too many of them.
Let's run that back. So here we are back on round 8, and yeah, you can see I'm in a bit of a predicament here, but it's okay. We won't talk about that anyway. I just wanted to skip the setup process since you guys already had to watch that. Figured I wouldn't make you guys watch all that twice. Insta kill, very lucky indeed. So yeah, how you guys doing? It's quite the chaotic way to cut back in, I know, but what can I say? Chaos is my middle name. And with that being said, that's it. That's round 8. I'm just kidding. My middle name is actually James. My middle names? I actually do have 2 middle names. I won't say my second middle name because I don't want to dox myself. But, yeah, not entirely. Not yet. I'll dox myself one day. Not this minute, though. We'll give it a few years. I'm pretty sure giving out my second middle name would give some weirdo out there the ability to dox me completely. If it wasn't for the weirdos, I'd tell you guys. I trust you normal people. I tell normal people anything. I just don't trust weirdos. There's a lot of weirdos on the internet. I'm not a weirdo. I'm just a degenerate. They're 2 different things. Okay? Anyway. Okay, I already got that one. Anyway, we have almost all the pieces for the fire staff. I just gotta go grab the last one because I already shot it down. But yeah, I grabbed the 5.7 this time. This gun's pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Let's go ahead and grab this and then, voila! Ooh, I shouldn't have done that. Anyway. Fire staff complete, technically. Now we gotta go build it. And again, I don't really think I'll be able to upgrade it because I do not know those codes. I really gotta memorize that. Oh, you son of a stupid bitch! Damn it! You dumb... I haven't played fucking Black Ops 2 in a while. Oh my gosh, man. I can't believe I've gone down. I've already gone down twice this game now. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'm not even gonna hide it. I tried to hide it, but no, I went down twice. Why am I sucking so hard right now, man? Fuck. Alright, I got one more quick revive. Okay, hold on. I forgot how intense classic zombies can be. I'm so used to like Black Ops 6 where it's like, oh, I can take 5 million hits and I'm still standing. What do you mean? I just got shot by a mangler, beamed by an abomination, hit by 5 zombies, and spit at by a fucking parasite. I'm still fine. I always forget, like, no, in these older games, you go down after like 4 hits. Oh, man. Yeah, see, that generator's just gonna have to die. I'll get them when they come to Gen 4, I guess.
One that would open the main chamber.
Did it place? Okay.
I think you found it. Yes, you found it. For the doorways to open, they need to hear the song.
The seeds of your own destruction.
I'm not dying again. I'm not dying again. I'm not dying again. No, no, no. Not today, stupid bitch. Oh, give me that. I hate how they can hit you after you get a nuke. It's like, I got the nuke. You're supposed to die. gramophone. All right, now we're good.
Their attack on generator.
Keep rolling. All right. No, okay, no, we got the nukes. That means all the generator guys are dead. Dude. All right, now we can go back to Gen 3, build a staff, and then we'll be not dying. At least I hope. I'm so embarrassed about that. But hey, we don't talk about it. I love the snow. See, I've lived in Florida for 5 years now, so I haven't seen the snow in, well, 5 years. But I really do miss the snow, man. The snow's nice. I don't like driving in it. I don't like walking in it. I don't like... That's just it. I don't like trying to walk in it because, like, you fall on your ass, and that sucks when it's, like, icy, you know? And obviously, driving in it sucks. But, like, just the snow, the aesthetic of it, and how peacefully calm it gets outside when there's snow, I love it. You know when it's snowing and you go outside and you can literally hear nothing? Like, you can literally hear a freaking pin drop outside. Like, there's no cars, there's just, like, nothing. I love that so much. It gets to a point of where a car passing by is almost peaceful and is almost part of the atmosphere because there's so few cars going by. Whereas normally, obviously, cars are just, you know, everywhere. Time to go build the fire staff. Giggity go. Giggity go. Fire staff, you belong to me. Woo!
Very soon I will be out of bullets.
Rounds for days. Alright. Let's go build this thing. I would love to see a Origins type map in Black Ops 7. We kind of had something like that in Black Ops 6 with Citadel Damor, and I know people are going to be like, what the hell are you talking about? I guess that one was more like Der Eisendrache, because it has, like, you know, the swords, which are sort of like the bows, and the castle theme, right? It's more Der Eisendrache. But I just mean a cool map like this that has, like, 4 elemental wonder weapons. It's kind of expansive, you know, it's like a cool, it's very quest-oriented. Again, Citadel Damor was basically that, but... You know, I would just love to see another iteration of it. So I think Citadel's probably my favorite map in BO6 if I had to pick one. I don't know, it's pretty close. Shatter Veil's pretty good. Probably either Shatter Veil or Citadel Damor, but they're both really good. I think the boss fight in Terminus is still my favorite though. That Kraken is so gnarly. I love it.
Again, I hear a young girl. Where is she? Can we help her?
Let's go build this thing. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna grab the STG because while the MP40 is good for points, I haven't used the STG in a while.
Damn. I plucked this
I love this gun.
from the very air.
Alright, fire staff. Let's build this thing. Shoot. I just realized that we don't have quick revive. That's not good. There it is. You can't touch this. Dude, the stabs are so good. Literally untouchable when you have one of these things, even unupgraded. Ah, so good. And I love how even if if you get into a bit of a jam, you can literally just stand in the corner and it still kills them anyway if you just shoot at the ground like that. Oh yeah, we're all good now, baby. Fire staff, I feel right at home. I'm right back, man. We just went back in time by about 12 years. How do y'all feel about that? Makes me feel pretty damn good. It is pretty cool though, now that I'm thinking of it. We did get the ice staff in the tomb. Somehow I forgot that. But yeah, that did happen. We did get the ice staff, so that's cool. The inspect for the ice staff in that map's really fucking sick too. You like spin it. Oh, I hit my fingies on the desk. That didn't feel good. The way you like spin it and twirl it around is so sick. Oh wait, we got the other thing for the zombie shield. We should probably build that. That would be like a good idea, you know. So I keep getting hit in the ass. It's like half the reason I die is there's always like zombies behind me. I'm like, okay, just give me a sec. Build. Alright. Oh, goodness. Nice. Look at all the drops rolling in. Alright, there it is. Oh, is there another? We're all good. Alright, now we're gonna go grab Quick Revive, we're gonna turn on Gen 3, and then we're gonna head back out. Should probably turn on the rest of the gens in general, just so we can pack a punch and all that. Oh man, there's another Panzer. You kidding me, man? Well, we'll just have to deal with him accordingly. Oh wow, that was easy. Quite easy indeed. It took like what, 3 or 4 blasts? Not even a big deal. It's all good. Let's go get this generator on. And Gen 3, 5, and 6. Doink. Oh. Beautiful. Alright, we got enough for that. And we have enough for Pack Punch when we get out there. Alright, we're gonna keep the zombies alive for a minute. I don't necessarily want to end the round just yet. Actually, I mean, we have the Fire Staff. I'm untouchable. We've gotten so many nukes. I don't know why the game's giving me so many nukes, but I'm not complaining. Helps the rounds pass by. Like I said, we're not doing anything too crazy. Not necessarily doing Easter eggs or even staff upgrades or anything. We're just chilling, trying to see how far we can get, I guess. I didn't really get that far ahead. When I play zombie, gotta come out here and rescue Gen 4. How often do they come out? Is it random or is it like every 4 rounds? Because they came out at like round 9 or 10, I want to say. It's like every 4 or 5 rounds, it seems like. Alright, Buster. Get off my generator! Alright, now we can go back out to Gen 5. This map does make you run around a lot. It would have been cool if they could have had like a double stamina up in this map. Normal stamina up's cool, but again, like a double to it, so you can like speed through the mud, completely unfazed. Hello, giant robot. I wonder if you can blow open the foe with a staff. I've never tried that. I've never tried it because I'm one of those people where if something is uncertain, I won't do it if it means death. Like in a game at least. Like I don't want to risk dying, so I just don't try stuff like that. Unless it's like absolute, okay, I either try to do this or I'm dead anyway. That's the only situation where I'd cave and do it. Alright, I'm gonna go back out and get Gen 6. There we go, now we got stamina up, we'll be moving a bit quicker. I guess we'll fill up this chest. I don't really think we're gonna fill them all up, but just in case I change my mind. Get you out here. Nice. Alright. So now, yeah, we just need to go get Gen 6. What other stat? I think we need the stat piece here back at the church. We also have double tap ready for us. I might as well grab it now because this is literally our last life, so. Isn't it funny how for the entirety of Black Ops 2 we asked for PhD Flopper, and when they did finally add it, it was in this map? The one map where it's literally the most useless and nobody ever uses it because it has no use on this map. I always just thought that was kind of a quirky, funny thing. Alright, let's try this again. Well, not try it again. Well, you know what I mean. Hopefully they just won't take it this time. That's what I'm trying to say. Here's my little hot take. I prefer the Black Ops 2 version of Origins over Black Ops 3's. I don't know how controversial that is, but I just prefer playing it on this game. Black Ops 2 is also just my favorite zombies game in general. Like, I just prefer the way that it's not necessarily like even that I prefer this one. It's just I like how this game feels, like engine-wise. I just like how it feels. Black Ops 3 feels great, obviously, too. It's very smooth, but there's something about like the very Xbox 360 PS3 feeling about this game, about the engine that I love. It's just like very old school COD, because you have classic COD, which some people kind of consider anything before Modern Warfare 2019 to be, and I would say that that's like fair, that's true. Like Black Ops 4 and onwards and whatnot, for the most part, but I really feel like Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and anything before that, that's like truly like, you know, classic COD. That's like golden era, whatever the hell you want to call it. I love the new Call of Duties, obviously, too, like Black Ops 6 and everything, and I'm super excited for Black Ops 7 and all that. But I'm just saying, in general, when it comes to, like, that classic era where it's like you just had to be there to really experience that, like that, definitely this era, I feel like you can still capture some of that magic even just by going back today, even if you weren't necessarily, like, in the know at the time or playing COD at the time, you just got into it recently, or maybe if you're a bit younger, like, I know I genuinely do have some viewers that are a lot younger that watch me that are between the ages of, like, 11, 12, 13. So they would have literally just been being born when this game was out, you know, or born after it. So, you know, But I feel like there's still, you can still go back and recapture some of that essence. I mean, I feel like you can never truly recapture it, like the vibes of just being there in that time of the world, in that time in technology, in that time of Xbox Live parties and, you know, PlayStation hangouts and whatnot. But still. There's definitely a whole vibe when you play these games, whether you play the campaign, the zombies, the multiplayer. And it seems like Xbox is going to be bringing back some, you know, a bunch of the old CODs through Game Pass, which will help revive the games, at least on the Xbox front and the PC front. You know, they brought World War II out. That was obviously a bit of a disaster, though, because there was hackers galore. They had to shut it down for a bit. So that's a whole thing. But hopefully if they can get those issues ironed out, then we can just enjoy these old games again. Because, you know, people that hack and whatnot are honestly just the most bottom of the barrel, no life, scum of the earth, waste of air, just, you know, vile fucking people on earth. I've, you know, no respect for hackers at all. They can all go fuck themselves, honestly. You know, that's my opinion. Especially when it comes to shit like that, dude. It's like, why are you hacking a video game and just ruin it? Like, hacking a video game and cheating is one thing, but they were genuinely, like, hacking people's PCs and fucking with their shit and, like, stealing their information. It's like, why are you doing that, dude? Like, are you retarded? I'm sorry. I know that word used to be somewhat offensive, but, you know, I don't really care. It's kind of the only word for it. I feel like you have to be at least mentally slow or retarded in some way to do something like that. Like, not even in, like, the funny, ironic sense. I just mean, like, you're probably, like, mentally challenged in some way. People that do that kind of stuff just have to be. I don't really see another valid explanation for it unless they're just, you know, evil. That's the thing with me. I have a very unfiltered mouth, too. Usually I keep it chill, but, like, I'm not afraid to voice my opinions. I'm sure that'll get me in trouble one day. But that's the thing. I don't really care, though, because it's like, I'm just saying shit. It's like, I don't have any crazy hot takes. I don't have any takes that are, like, crazy or out there or, like, completely inhumane. I just speak the truth. If somebody's acting like a freaking moron, I'm gonna just say it, you know? But I don't have any takes that are too egregious. I know some people out there, some content creators just go off the fucking rails with the stuff they say. And they say the most, like, inhumane, vile, like, what the hell are we even talking about type stuff with these crazy tangents. I'm not that crazy. In fact, I think I'm normal and everybody else is crazy to some extent. Which probably means I'm fucking crazy. I don't know, I feel like there's some truth to it, though. I feel like everybody worries about the stuff that doesn't matter nowadays, you know? I just miss when people just wake up, do their 9 to 5, come home, play video games, go to sleep, repeat, enjoy the weekends, pull all-nighters on Friday nights, watch football, eat pizza, drink Mountain Dew, stuff their face with Doritos, occasionally go on MySpace and Facebook when that was new. You know, use all the websites they shouldn't to download their music and put it on their MP3 players and walk around with cheap headphones, constantly having to replace headphones because we blared our music so loud that we constantly blew them out, and the headphones weren't that high quality back then and couldn't sustain that loud level of volume. So the only way that you were either blowing your headphones out nonstop or you were paying like top dollar for quality brands that wouldn't blow out. But even then, it was only a matter of time. I remember there was like this time too where, cause my mom had 2 jobs, and one of the jobs she did was working with like mentally challenged people and whatnot, and it was actually a pretty cool job. I actually got to know those people really well, and I was actually really young at the time, but I like got to know those people from the time I was like kind of like a kid until I was like late teens basically. But it was like a lot of like mentally challenged like elderly people and whatnot. And they do like a bunch of cool activities with them, right? Like they take them like bowling and take them out to eat, and you know, go see stuff, like, you know, just cool activities with them, just kind of helping them cope in society and whatnot. And I got to be there for a lot of that and like help those people and talk to them and get to know them and whatnot. It was just like a really like cool and like humbling experience, you know, because it's always like how do I explain this? I always like have like an appreciation for people with disabilities, especially disabilities like that, because it's like, you know, it's one of those things where like they don't even necessarily know most of the time that they have a disability. Like they don't even recognize that they do, and they just have like such a, and again, this might sound bad, and I'm not trying to say this in a mean or bad way, but it's like they almost have an appreciation for life and such a pure perspective of life that people with like without those disabilities just lack, and it's kind of sad in a way. I mean, it's like, it's happy, like, I don't, you know what I'm trying to say, like, it's kind of sad that all the people with, you know, without those disabilities can't see the beauty in life in the same way that, you know, somebody like that can. But I feel like it's one of those things where whether you realize that you have a disability or not, you kind of just appreciate life that much more, because I feel like your soul, at the very least, recognizes that something is a little off there, you know what I mean? So again, I'm not trying to say any of this in a mean way, or like in a degrading way, I'm just saying it like plainly, like, I just always had a really, like, you know, fond, like, appreciation for people like that, and always had that level of just, like, you know, wanting to be there for them and just, you know, just helping them out, helping them know they're not alone and all that. But anyway, going back to the point that I was talking about, every Friday, they'd go to this bowling alley, and I just missed the vibes of that, man, because I was pretty young at the time. And that was actually how I got into bowling, because I'm a decent bowler, believe it or not. I actually really love bowling, too. Like, bowling's really fun for me. Hey, Nico, let's go bowling. Anyway, but they used to have this thing where you could request a song, and they had these giant screens at the, like, back half of the bowling alley. So if you had those special lanes, like those, like, 4 lanes back there, they had all these screens, and they would play music videos. But you could go to the counter where you'd rent shoes, and you can make song requests. And whatever song you request, it would play through the speakers for the entire building. But then it would also play, like, music videos on those screens, if that makes sense. So, for example, I remember one time I requested Bring Me to Life by Evanescence, and they played it not only for the entire speaker, like, on the speakers the entire place could hear, but then they also played the music video on those screens at the end. So that was just, like, you know, just, like, a random thing that, you know, that I was just thinking of, just popped back in my head. It's like a nice memory. Because I went there a lot. I remember I used to always get this basket. They had like chicken tenders and fries in it, and then they had like Pepsi there. And then they had like this ice cream. It was called like Dots or something like that. I don't even remember what the actual name was. Those things were good. And that was how I discovered a lot of music. Because that was also another thing back then. Like, you really only heard their music through radio, MTV, or word of mouth, or just hearing it out in public like that. And I remember hearing a lot of songs there, whether it was just like songs for the first time or hearing songs on repeat a lot. Like, there was a lot of, you know, you gotta think, this would have been like, oh gosh, the late 2000s, early 2010s, man. You know, there was a lot of like Taylor Swift, there was a lot of Miley Cyrus, there was, oh hell, what was going on? What was that one girl's name that made like the Call Me Maybe song? Like, there was a lot of stuff like that. One Direction, like all that shit was there. You also, since it was the late 2000s, you also had like the, some of the rock stuff still in there, like I said, like, you know, like the Evanescence and stuff like that. You also had like other stuff like that playing there. So that's like my favorite era in music, like anything from like the 90s to the 2010s, early 2010s. Late 2010s got weird. It just got weird in music. The only artists I really listen to anymore are the artists that are already established in their new music that they make. That's my favorite era. You got the pop stuff, which I just kind of have like a sort of fond nostalgia for. You know, I'm not ashamed to admit that I'll sit there listening to the, you know, Taylor Swift and stuff, or other pop like that. But it's also like, you know, the main stuff I listen to, like metal and new metal, especially new metal. New metal is probably like my favorite genre, honestly. No, it's definitely my favorite genre. My favorite band is like Slipknot. My top 5 bands, I'd say, are Korn, Slipknot, Metallica, Baby Metal, and then Linkin Park. There's a lot of other bands I love, though. Like, I love my divorced dad rock, right? You got, like, Seether, Stained, Hinder. That's another really good band. That one, I feel like, not too many people know a lot about them, because, like, they had a few popular songs. They had that Better Than Me song, and then Lips of an Angel was, like, you know, a huge song. Everybody knows that one. But I have, like, their one CD, Extreme Behavior, which those 2 songs were on, and then they made some other ones. You know, they're a good band. I like them. I like the lead singer's voice in that one. It's got a cool, like, rasp to it. We got that. I like old school rap, like, you know, OG Eminem. I mean, I like Eminem in general. His new stuff's good too, but I just find myself listening to his older stuff a lot too, like mainly like Marshall Mathers LP, Slim Shady LP, Eminem Show. A lot of other stuff from that day: D12, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, NWA, all that. NWA's a little bit older. Yeah, that's mainly where that's a lot of stuff I listen to. I also really like dubstep and electronic type stuff, like Skrillex, you know? I really get down with that stuff. I remember the one album, I think it was The Path of Totality. Is that the one that I'm thinking of? Because, yeah, The Path of Totality, that's what it is, the Korn album. Because Korn had a dubstep album where they had like a lot of Skrillex and other electronic artists on there. I love that album. Yeah, it's called The Path of Totality. I get it mixed up with The Paradigm Shift sometimes, because The Paradigm Shift is the one that came out in 2013. That's the one that has like Pray For Me, Love and Meth, and Never Never on it. Like, they still had some of their dubstep stuff on that, like the electronic kind of sounds on it, but they were definitely going back more to their new metal roots in that one. Definitely a bit more produced though. Apparently with their new record they're working on, they're taking it back to their, you know, back to basics. Look at all these drops, man. They're cutting back on the production, because a lot of their latest music for the last, I want to say like 15 years or so, has sounded pretty clean, all things considered. At least compared to their original record, because when you listen to that OG Korn album, dude, it is so raw. Like, it is just unfiltered, like, these are the instruments, these are the vocals, there's nothing else going on. This shit is like raw. But everything from like 2010 on, I want to say, no, not 2010, 2011, with that Path to Totality album, everything after that became a bit more like produced, which isn't a bad thing. It sounds good. But it's definitely just a bit of a shift. But now apparently they're just going back to basics. Apparently Slipknot's teasing something, like I don't know what they're going to be putting out. There hasn't really been any substantial leaks or anything, so we're just kind of waiting to see whatever Slipknot's doing. I'm so excited. Slipknot, like I said, is my favorite band. So yeah, it's gonna be really cool. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna grab the Remington for a minute. I know you're probably gonna be like, what are you doing? But the thing is, I got no aim on that other gun. And the Remington's pretty cool when you pack punch it, so we'll just pack punch this thing, use it for a bit. There we go.
We should have shared our ammo.
Refitted 870 mechanical cranium sequencer. I love that name. Oh, where am I getting hit from? This pack punch camo is so cool. It's like weaponized 115 but blue. It's so good. Alright, now the rain is cleared. We're on round 24. Yeah, it would have been cool if I could have upgraded my staff, but again, I just have no idea how to do that. Like, I do. Like, I know how to do it. I just don't know the code. So, you know, you kind of need the code. You can't really trial and error it. I mean, you could, but, dude, it would take so long. I'll have to learn that stuff at some point. You know, I've been playing this map for 12 years. I've always relied on those things, but I'm sure it's like an easy thing that I'm missing. There's a lot of zombies maps where I wish I could just memorize the codes and not have to pull up a second monitor. That is one thing about modern zombies, I'll say. Even though I do like the old school crypticness of classic zombies, it is kind of nice just being able to play the game and not have to pull up a second screen just to look up some codes. I'm not dissing these old school games, you know, like the classic CODs and whatnot. Because obviously I love them, and I love that style of cryptic whatever. Really enforces the sense of community whenever you need to work together to figure out codes and look up like Mr. Waffles guys and have pictures on hand. It really makes you feel like you're discovering something that you shouldn't, which is really cool. I've always loved that. Like, that's what I love about like classic Zelda games, which, you know, that's a bit of a stretch because they're not as cryptic as zombies. Like, you can finish Ocarina of Time without a guide pretty easily, whereas a zombies Easter egg not so much. But you know. Then again, I don't know. I've heard some people have had trouble with Ocarina of Time before. I never really did. I was always able to beat that game without any problem. I didn't really need any guides for it. But shit, I guess Remington wasn't as good as I thought it was. I'm slacking off too. I'm just friggin' rambling as I play. So of course I went down. But I do enjoy that crypticness. Honestly, I think I might just kind of call it quits for this match. I mean, we've been playing for a while. You know, kind of said what I've needed to say, done what we wanted to do, played for a bit. But, you know, yeah, like I was saying, it is kind of nice just being able to play the new maps and not have to have a screen on hand at all times, but, you know, it's like a nice blend of everything. I feel like it's just cryptic enough, especially with some things like the Void Sword puzzle and set it up a bit more. I feel like that's the perfect balance where it's like, yes, it will take some knowledge to know how to do, and you will have to memorize some codes, but once you memorize it, then it's all good. Oh, we do have the fire staff ready. Let's get to a nice clean 25. Let's do that. We'll get to 25, then we'll call it quits. We've been going for a bit. Don't need to drag out the video. We just wanted to have a chill time on Origins. I feel like 25 is a nice cutoff. We can spin the box, see if we get the ray gun, maybe. Let's do that. Ray gun, oh ray gun, bless me with your presence, so please. Yeah, hammer. You know what? The hammer is actually pretty cool. Should I have grabbed it? Probably not. Ray gun? Ray gun Mark II? PDW. Oh, I love the PDW, dude. This is like my favorite gun in BO2. One of them, at least. Like, it's so cool looking. Anyway, oh, Panzer's here. Well, that's probably a good time to submit to death.
Do I stand alone against our oppressors?
Can I beat him? I beat him in spirit. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, there it is. That was our little trip back to Origins, just chilling, just playing for a bit. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. But anyway, as always, smash the channel, thank you to the Patrons, and channel members, thank you to only when the low ball tier, and an email shuttling the ball team, and asking, and big dad, many of the channel, and DJ Run of it, someone she's go. Thank you guys so much, guys, for Little Legends. I love you. Kurane Dodaki, arigatou gozaimasu. Have an amazing day, stay beautiful. I love you all. Peace.